and ideals of the nation and her defense forces. To that end, your career demands continuous training as well as personal sacrifice to facilitate effective performance in a fast-changing security and defense environment. As such, your success is also dependent on your ability to uphold professionalism anchored on integrity, discipline, loyalty, service, and bravery, values that are prescribed in the oath of allegiance that you have just committed to. Ladies and gentlemen, these graduands joined the Kenya Defense Forces at a pivotal time in our security and defense environment. That environment is characterized by fluid, dynamic, and rapidly changing and evolving circumstances, including emerging and asymmetrical warfare, which require the highest degree of both competence and adaptability from all service members. On our part as government, we have implemented concerted efforts that are aimed at modernizing our training methods and contents in order to align them with the emerging challenges, efforts which today I state we are committed to sustain. It is also important to note that the 21st century defense landscape is one that requires our warriors to be better, stronger, more committed, and more competent than ever before. I have the utmost confidence in the ability of the Kenya Defense Forces to rise up to these challenges. And this passing out parade is yet another step towards that end. The Kenya Defense Forces continue to epitomize the very best of our attributes as a nation. The KDF are a picture of national unity and cohesion achieved within national diversity, integration, and harmony. And I am pleased also to note that a good number of today's graduands are also female. They are here on merit and stand as testament that they are as good and as capable as any other soldier in the service. At this point, I would also like to appreciate the Kenya Defense Forces for the role they continue to play in securing our people within the framework of the multi-agency operations. The KDF has been instrumental in the search for regional and global peace as part of Kenya's contribution to a stable international environment. Indeed, as you are aware, currently our troops are actively involved in the quest for peace and stabilization of Somalia under the auspices of the African Mission in Somalia. Not only does this bring peace, security, and stability to a neighboring state with which we share deep historic bonds, but it also provides our nation with safety and security from terror groups and other asymmetrical threats. Beyond the immediate region, the Kenya Defense Forces continue Kenya's proud tradition of participation in the United Nations peacekeeping operations in various parts of the world. Kenya has always stood shoulder to shoulder with all the nations and peoples of the world who adhere to the universal principles of utmost respect for human rights, democracy, as well as freedom. We shall never waver from that solemn commitment, and each graduand here should expect to be called upon to continue that tradition wherever the demands of keeping the peace may be required. Ladies and gentlemen, Kenya's prosperity goes hand in hand with an environment of peace and security enabled by the KDF and other agencies within the security and defense sectors. Furthermore, the Kenya Defense Forces are now called upon to be direct drivers of our national prosperity by contributing to the national industrialization process. I am indeed pleased in that regard to note the efforts that the Ministry of Defense is making to expand the current defense industrial production. This will not only boost Kenya's capabilities with respect to security-related logistics, but it will also support other sectors of national growth while expanding the scope of skills and competencies across the entire economic landscape. Indeed, on behalf of a grateful nation, I wish to conclude today my remarks by celebrating our newest service members for their successful completion of the basic training program. Indeed, as your president, I wish you all every success as you embark on your careers of service to the Republic and the universal ideals that are the bedrock of our national values. Asanteni sana, na Mungu awabariki na awalinde mukitekeleza kazi zenu mpya. Asanteni sana.